Some stories time has forgotten. Today, we're bringing one back to life. Welcome to Time Untold. Today's video is about the Great Library of Alexandria. Imagine a place, a building so grand and filled with knowledge that it attracted the greatest minds of the ancient world. A library so vast it was said to hold everything, every book, scroll and idea. Welcome to the Library of Alexandria, a place lost to time. Located in Egypt on the shores of the Mediterranean, the Library of Alexandria was founded around 300 BC. It was more than just a library, it was a beacon of knowledge. Scholars from all over the ancient world came to study and share their ideas here. It was a hub of learning, art and science. The Library of Alexandria was established under the Ptolemaic dynasty of Egypt from 323 to 30 BCE. And attracted scholars from all around the Mediterranean, making it the biggest intellectual centre until the beginning of its decline after 145 BCE. The library is rumoured to have housed over 500,000 papyrus scrolls, which is the largest number of manuscripts in the ancient world, filled with the writings of philosophers, scientists and poets. Think about it. Books that told the stories of distant lands, mathematical discoveries and early theories of the universe. But what happened to it? How could something so important just disappear? And what was so important about it? Officially, the library housed the works of many great scholars of the ancient world, such as Euclid, Archimedes, Plato, Aristotle, Homer and Herodotus, and many others. However, some theories point to ancient texts that describe the library as having information about technologies ahead of their time, such as the Antikythera mechanism, which is the oldest known example of an analog computer used to predict the astronomical positions and eclipses decades into the future. It was discovered off the Greek island of Antikythera in 1901. It has been said by many to have contained lost information, such as the construction of the Great Pyramids, which is one of the most debated subjects in history to this day. The final fate of the library is a hot topic and has been debated for decades and continues to be. According to the most popular claim, it was discovered by Julius Caesar when him and his forces set fire to it in 48 BCE. According to the 1st century AD historian Plutarch, Cleopatra had herself smuggled into Caesar's quarters rolled up in a carpet to obtain a private audience with the war general himself. Caesar and Cleopatra quickly formed a potent alliance. Caesar saw Cleopatra as a key to making Rome more powerful through Egypt's wealth and resources, and in turn, Cleopatra understood Caesar's support could make her the sole ruler of Egypt, and from then on, Cleopatra and Caesar made plans to make her the sole ruler, starting with taking out her brother, which brought Rome into the Egyptian civil war. Caesar's incursion into Egypt lasted from 48 to 47 BCE, and it was to resolve the Egyptian civil war between Ptolemy XIII and his sister Cleopatra, who Caesar had a supposed affection for. With Caesar's backing and an army of Roman troops, Cleopatra's forces defeated her brother in the Battle of the Nile in 47 BCE. Somewhere during the war, Caesar's fleet was cut off by a huge Egyptian fleet. Caesar was outnumbered in enemy territory, which led him to order that the ships in the harbour be set on fire, which spread and destroyed the Egyptian fleet. Unfortunately, it also burned down part of the city, the area where the Great Library stood. However, some claim that this fire was not accidental, but part of a larger plan to limit the spread of knowledge that could challenge Rome's imperial authority. Since philosophers and scholars were sometimes viewed as a threat to political and religious structures, by destroying such a key centre of learning, those in power could ensure that the new ideas didn't disrupt the established order, and those that did exist could be destroyed or taken never to be seen again to stop the general public learning of knowledge. There are rumours that important texts were removed to Rome or hidden elsewhere under the supervision of the empire's elite. Some even suggest that certain works may have been buried or hidden deliberately to maintain control over knowledge. And over time, this information was transferred to the Vatican. Some modern theorists claim that the Catholic Church may have secretly kept ancient manuscripts from the Library of Alexandria hidden within the Vatican archives. It is widely accepted that many scrolls were lost during the fires, but there is also a historical account suggesting that certain key figures may have taken valuable works before the library's destruction. For example, Hypatia, a philosopher in Alexandria, is said to have preserved ancient manuscripts. But here's the final mystery. Despite its destruction, some believe parts of Alexandria still exist today. Some ancient historians like Plutarch, Strabo mention the library in passing after its supposed destruction, suggesting that parts of it may have well survived into the traditional timeline. Hidden somewhere in the world, there may be forgotten scrolls or lost texts that could change the way we understand history. Is there more to the story? Was the library ever truly lost, or has it been kept secret waiting to be discovered?